So, another video. I thought guys might be getting a bit bored of seeing the Puma, so we decided to have a day of mechanic-y sort of stuff. Well, and the fact that the weather's gone that bad that don't really want to be going anywhere with a tractor really, unless it's concrete or tarmac. Anyway, here we go. So, start with what hopefully is going to be a nice simple job. You see he's putting up a new shed. Excuse the noise. But basically in transit, one of the water troughs has been damaged. Now that's brass stud, blind hole, so it doesn't go all the way through. All it does is hold that on. So we've got a couple of ideas. Start by just trying set them hole grips. Oh, now I'm sure that just moved. Still being brass, can't really get mole grip on it, so moving. It's moved a little bit. Just not quite enough to get a grip with the mole grips. No. It's sort of there, but not. Right, I'm going to try something else. I just don't think that's quite going to work. So, hang on, I'll go get some more tools. So, we're on to next job. This has been a bit of an ongoing project for me. Basically, this originally had a steep ramp down, then this was quite a bit lower, you'd say almost ran flat. So dug it out, altered all the levels. I wasn't involved in the concreting, although I did do all the prep work, basically everything up until pouring the concrete, shuttering it and all that lot. The other guys set the post. Then all the gate hinges. Was involved in concreting that little bit. That was annoying. Where we ideally wanted the post back here, but there was a water pipe in the way. So, but originally wanted to swing the gate round, whereas decided it's better to have it like that. Of course, that gate will swing into there, that gate down there. So, job we've got to do now, not a big job. Yeah, I was involved in concrete and all that round, so that's now all a lot better. That was all sort of stepped down and all this was broken up. So, but the job we've got to do now, panels are really back active front to where they should be, because I think the cat will come in here and they're going to push against the panels, where they're only pushing against these tabs. Their tabs are more there to hold it in place rather than a stress. So the plan is get the welder out and get a bit of weld around these just so they are more solid. Might be the odd one that just needs a bit of hammer related adjustment just to get them to sit right. So crack into that, I suppose. And somewhere with it. This side's all done. I hate down welds. So yeah, those two panels are now all rock solid. That corner's done. We're on to this one now. You can see it's all ground out. So hang on, we'll just get these attached and then we'll talk about the process. Both on. Unfortunately, I was hoping we were going to get that gap a bit closer. That one I should be able to get a weld in between. That one might be a bit too much, but we'll certainly put a weld in there, a weld down there. We'll see if we can bridge it together. Yeah. So we're on Sunday, so day the video's going out. Sorting out some stuff in my own yard. All being well, she's going out tomorrow hedge cutting. I just got a few little jobs to do because she's actually going to be going main road side. So most important, 6 drums of diesel. I need to get that thing filled up. But yeah, 135 litres of diesel in her. That's given her like 3/4 of a tank. So be enough for what I'm doing. Flails are pretty good and sharp, but I just want to, probably just for the flat disc, just to put a nice edge on them because it's quite a big edge to go through. Need to get a beacon on the roof because there is no beacon on the roof. And need to sort out one of these flashes doesn't work. Which one is it? I've got a feeling it's... Oh no, that one does work. You've got to be kidding me. So, these haven't worked. So why... You watch, I'm going to go out edge cutting tomorrow and one of them are going to stop working again. So, obviously, being on the road sides need to be well lit up. So, show you what we've got in terms of lighting. So obviously got the ones on the front. As long as they behave themselves. We've got the 2 on the back, which I actually like the fact that they don't flash the same because it's more eye-catching. I don't know whether we can change them. There is a way. So yeah, got all that. She's got the battery maintenance thing on her so that she'll start. Need to modify that shaft. There's a few bits to do. Make sure all the lights work. All of them. So, because obviously we want all the lights on. Doing that job on a main road. Why did it look like headlights stopped working? Okay. So we've got all the roof lights. Got the rear lights. Just check indicators as well. Like I say, we want to be well lit up on that one. Be seen, be safe. Obviously when I'm edge cutting, that left hand side will be covered. But yeah, we're all lit up. We look like Blackpool illumination, so that'll do. Oh. Use it. Cab smells nice. Cab needs a bit of a clean out. There's a bit of crap up there. So, right. Get a few bits sorted on her. Little job done. Beacon on. It's a bit Heath Robinson, but it's functional. So everyone's going to be going on that I want twin beacons, blah, 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 and all this. Yes, yes. Whatever. To be fair, there is an element to me that sort of likes her having the single beacon, just because it's more sort of period correct, really. He says, with his front LED marker strobes. Right, turn that off anyway. Keep things old school. Oh, that's the edge cutter all brightened up now. We've only done it with flat disc. I've got a nice shiny edge on them. See how sharp. I would say that's sharp. Yeah, that'll do. Do it again. Yeah, they're good and sharp. So, yeah, obviously this would be a new customer. I've known him for a good few years, but this will be the first time I've actually gone edge cutting for him, so trying to make sure everything's all right and ready to go. Need to alter my PTO shaft so I can run it at the right PTO speed. It's the other thing I need to do. I want to run it in 1,000 so we can get low engine revs, low forward speed, high tip speed. I actually think we're not far off ready to go. So I've got a bit of crap to pack up, but she's full of diesel, and she's covered in diesel. Flails are nice and sharp, so we can do a good job. Edge cut shafts adapted. I know I don't really like that way with them adapters. Certainly wouldn't want to put any serious load on it. I do have a new shaft there to go on it, which is a 21 spline. All good to go, just needs shortening down. But for whatever reason, I can't get that end of the shaft off. So it'll do for this season, and then when we go into the new season, I'll do something different to make it proper. But I think need the edge cutter off to be able to get at the front of the edge cutter. But one thing I did want to sort of end the video with was, in the last video, if you remember, if you followed it that long, we had a bit of a tyre discussion. Good, bad, ugly, all this. As you can probably tell, I'm not adverse to a BKT. Smurf sits on her. I'm pretty certain I'm just quite sure she's all around. Yeah, BKT. I'm sure they're BKTs as well. So 2/3 of my fleet run. Yeah, that's a BKT. I still can't tell what that one is. I'm pretty certain it's a BKT. So, yeah. So, BKT seemed to be a pretty sort of popular choice. There was a lot of people that were very happy with the performance they got out of the BKTs. Now, I'm going to stick my neck out and probably upset people, but Trelleborgs, not a good tyre. Really not a good tyre. I was just speaking to mate, he watches another YouTuber, Andy Ward, Wardy Waffle I think it is. I'll see if I'm the link. I've not actually seen the video yet, but he had a telehandler ordered, come brand spanking new on a brand spanking new set of Trelleborg sort of ag type grip tyres, and he was putting the sort of like what you call a yard tyre over onto him and sending his old telehandler back with these new Trelleborgs. It wasn't till the tyre fitter come to take them off, these brand new tyres, to find 3 out of 4 of them were faulty. Yeah, so I'm not going to go get into the discussion regarding IFs, VFs and all that lot. As you imagine, International, she's on standard tyres. Smurf's the same, they are just your standard run-of-the-mill tyres, they're not VFs, IFs. Puma, I think I'm right in saying, runs a full set of Michelin VFs. But I want to talk more about like tread design and all that lot. Sort of spacing and wear, and so these are really. So you think of an agricultural tyre, they're all the same. Well, these two are the same because they're the same sort of design, because they're both BKTs. But then, like, if you look at an Alliance design, they're different. There's a bigger gap between your tread spacing and a different design in the tread spacing. Now, these I found bounce like hell. These are the ones that come off the front of the Massey. But there is a lot to be said about the design of your tyre depending on what you want to use your tractor for. So, for example, if you are thinking using your tractor predominantly for like road work and all that lot, you probably want to go for something a bit like a wardy type tyre, where the lug sort of comes down sort of into there, so that you've got a constant rubber on the road, so they're a quieter tyre. Or that flip side of that is they don't grip so well in sort of muddy conditions. These, they're sort of, I would say you class them as like your good all-rounder. There's a good gap between the treads, but they're close enough they should be quieter on the road. They've got a good gap here to allow the mud to get out. If you were going for something, well, one of the lads had good years on one of his Deers. Now, they had quite a big gap between the tread, and the tread was very much more sort of that angle. Now, tyre like that, field grip, absolutely amazing. It would just not give up. It would just pull a house down. Flip side of that is, because this was a hedge tractor used for hedge cutting, because you've got that large gap sort of here between the treads, when he was hedge cutting, the tractor was bouncing. So, to be fair, as he wore, they got worse to the point that he was finding it very, very difficult to actually get the nice finish on his edge. Credit where it's due, the lad's really, really good edge cutting lad, and he's a lot of pride in his work. So it was getting annoying for him. That's all gone. That tractor's gone anyway, and he's got Michelin Zeobibs IFs all around now. Same tyre size as what I've got on Puma. Loves them. Great tyre on the road, on the field, everything. So yeah, I mean, it's one of them. It's like when you're looking to buy a tyre, don't just do your own research. I think is what I'm trying to get at, and sort of think what you need the tractor to do. If you come away with that, you can work out what tyre you need to put on the tractor. You know, everyone may be running a Ardestein, but you might want that tractor as a heavy tillage tractor, which then you maybe want to be looking at something with a different tread design to allow you to get the grip. It's one thing I will say about the Wardy, field grip, they're not the best. Anyway, that's it. I've got a few bits of fiddling around to do around here, one of which is to get this video finished edited together before it becomes too late. So we're going to call that a finish on that. Obviously, you can see what I'm doing. I was hoping it was going to be this weekend's video, but you can imagine what next week's video is going to be. We're gonna go do stuff. So anyway, don't forget to give the video a grubby thumbs up. Don't forget to go look at the shop, which is down in the description, which not only sells our own HS Ag merchandise, but also the lovely stuff my wife makes. If you want to say hello, the comment section is down below. More than welcome. Try and best to reply to them. It's always good to see, you know, conversations get going on in there. And of course, don't forget to look after yourselves. Don't forget to look after each other. And we'll see you next Sunday.